Hi everyone, my name is Fogg. By request of some of the developers on the official Marvel Heroes forums, I am posting this little video about my experiences in Midtown Manhattan tonight. I'm particularly worried about the mob density that was found in this level 55 to 59 zone of Midtown Manhattan. I was prestiging Miss Marvel, and so I was in and out of Midtown all night. If you look down at the boosts in the lower corner, you'll see I have a couple minutes left on some of the boosts. I popped those at the start when I hit level 20, and I was in and out of Midtown over the course of the 3 hours that it took for these boosts to run down. During those 3 hours, I never encountered a Midtown Manhattan that was as little populated as this 55 to 59 one was. And you'll see in this video that I'm running around Midtown. I'm with a party. I have a Midtown Legendary quest, and there's just no mobs. It's really striking because we're so used in Midtown Manhattan to spawns all over the place. And for this to happen where I can sit near the center where if there's ever a boss spawn, you're going to see a ton of different groups spawn. And there's just nothing. And here I'm sort of retracing my steps a little bit to see if there's any respawns. Maybe somebody killed it in front of me, so the mobs were dead when I first went back, went through, so now they've respawned. And as you can see, there's just nothing. A little later on, you'll see I switch over to Iron Man, a level 60 character of mine, and go into a new Midtown, level 60 only Midtown, and there are mobs everywhere, as you traditionally would think of Midtown Manhattan. Importantly, the bosses, as you can see here in the video, are still spawning, so there's still a boss spawn down below. The bug doesn't seem to affect boss spawns at all, it's just a regular mob spawn. So again, this is a very popular place for groups of mobs to spawn along with a boss fight, and as you can see, there's literally not a single pack of mobs here. I'm going to let the video play for just a few more minutes. I'll pick up narration again when I switch to Iron Man.
I hope the kids don't see me.
Let's hustle. I have a business to run.
Okay, now you can see I've switched to Iron Man. I left the party I was in just to ensure that there was no wonkiness with getting into Midtown. And I'm now in a level 60 Midtown Manhattan. I'm not grouped at all. So the first thing I always do in Midtown is go left to this corner, and already you can see there's a group spawn of these demons. So already we're kind of one up on what the 55 to 59 level range was, where I was barely finding any mob spawns, more or less right off the bat. So I'm going through the same path I did almost on Miss Marvel here, starting up at the top, and again you can see there's another spawn of mobs. There's actually two of them here, as there traditionally are, in both sort of crosswalks. Um, and we can see the mob density here is not at all affected by any sort of bug. It's exactly how we would think it would be. Already there's mobs spawning behind me. As you can see, the demon spawns were coming from behind me. And now we're entering this center square, as I was saying, that there's traditionally a ton of mob spawns in this area, and already you can see there are. And there's a lot of people here, so these mobs have been cleared, and so this isn't just the case of I'm in a Midtown by myself and there's no one else here. Again, sort of retracing the same steps I took on Miss Marvel. Immediately there's another mob spawn of the robot mechy people. So that's it. I'm going to conclude the narration of this video because I think the rest of it just shows my point. I hope this is useful at all for the developers. I can't really say what happened or what I was even doing. I was simply going in and out of Midtown and doing legendary quests on my character. Never experienced any sort of lesser population or lesser spawns in Midtown until I hit that 55 to 59 spawn. And then, as you could see from when I was on Miss Marvel, there just wasn't a whole lot. Thanks so much. Again, I hope this proved useful. I'm going to, there's a few more minutes of video, but I'm just going to stop the video because I think this has shown everything that needed to be shown. So thank you so much for watching, and again, I hope it was helpful.